Hi everyone, it's Laurel. It's my 5th video for this week. It's my last one for the week. You're welcome. I'm sure you are sick and tired of my craziness. But today I'm coming at you with some partial die cutting here. This is the card I'm going to make. I learned this technique in a class I took by Lydia Evans. Brilliant genius. She rocks my world. This is the stained glass cover plate designed by Julie Mongford, who also designed my blog, my logo. She is a rock star. Rock star. Now this is my old Cuttlebug. I got this when I first started crafting. My son was like 4. It's got stickers and crap all over it. And this is the Altenew mini die cutting machine. And it's so cute and little, and it cuts on a smaller scale. And I'm going to be borrowing one of the cutting plates. So it comes with these 2 cutting plates, and I'm going to grab the thickness that matches the same thickness of a cutting plate I used for my Cuttlebug. So I'm using the same sandwich I would use for my Cuttlebug, except for the top plate, I'm going to be using the one from the Altenew mini die cutting machine in its place. So I've got my die and my paper face down. I'm going to put the mini cutting plate from the Altenew machine right there in the center of my die. And then I'm going to take a metal shim and put it over the top and run it through my die cutting machine. It took me a while to figure out what sandwich works, so you'll have to figure out what works for your machine that you have. And when I run that through, I lift it up and it will only cut where that mini plate was. And again, I put that mini plate from the Altenew machine in place of my plate for the Cuttlebug. So I'm going to carefully peel this up, and it's going to pull up some of the pieces and leave some of the pieces in. I like to have some in and some out. Whatever. So I'm going to move my little antique Cuttlebug machine off to the side, and then we'll go ahead and finish out the card, which is so incredibly easy to do. Just going to add some color to that bottom panel there. This is some distressed watercolored paper. Party Dress, Tutti Frutti, Tiara, Aquatini, and Pixie dust. I'm just putting down. I'm not worried too much about blending or anything like that. I'm going to heavily spritz it with water here. I'm going to move a little bit of color around with my paintbrush, but I'm not worried at all that those lines aren't blended. Doesn't matter to me at all because we're going to cover it up with that cover plate die that we just did. So once I clean off my work surface, I'm going to make sure this baby's good and dry. So I believe knowing me, dried it with my heat tool because I have 0 patience for waiting for things. So then we're going to take that panel right there. Isn't that cool? And also, I have room to put glue. I'm telling you, Lydia, you're a genius. Genius, I say. So I'm going to put some glue down in all the places I can fit some glue, and then I'll adhere that straight down to my panel. I mean, seriously. And this thanks and you is also from the Zen release. I just cut off the S right there from that die, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere that thank you to my card using some multi-matte medium glue. I know everybody's sick of me saying it, but this glue is awesome because it dries completely clear. So you see how messy I'm being putting that glue down? That's why I like it, because I can be messy. I can be quick. I like to, get things done and move on to the next thing. I don't know if anybody's like me. So that's it. So it dried completely clear. Awesome. And I went and put a block down just to make sure everything sticks down, dry, good to go. Check it out. Seriously. Now I have a couple of other projects on my blog using this cover plate, so you have to be sure to go and check it out. Thanks so much for joining me today. And I will leave you alone for the rest of the weekend. Thanks for watching.